So I'm going to talk a little bit about the International Bill of Human Rights and the International Labor Organization. So after World War II, there was a movement with a series of conventions and declarations focusing on human rights. The UN was established in 1945 after the fall of the League of Nations. Their purpose was to create basically human rights for all. I found on the Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights Organization's website that it was to advance the fundamental freedoms and protect the basic human rights of all people. This document is composed of 5 treaties, and in that it has 4 covenants and 1 declaration. The main difference between a covenant and a declaration is that a declaration is not legally binding like a covenant, but it does carry a lot of moral weight in the international realm. Likewise, the labor organization focuses on human rights, but has more so of an emphasis on social justice and its impact on lasting peace. It was adopted only 22 years ago, so it's relatively new, and it's composed of 4 major categories, which are freedom of association and effective recognition of right to collective bargaining, the elimination of forced and compulsory labor, the abolition of child labor, and the elimination of discrimination in respect to employment and occupation. So how can multinational organizations kind of live up to these ideals that we just talked about and make sure they're abided by them? I think it's just based on being cognizant of them and making sure that if you're organization that's operating in a country that has maybe less strict policies than your home country, that you want to make sure you're still living up to those standards of your home country. And vice versa, if your home country has looser regulations and you're operating in a country with stricter regulations, adopt those stricter regulations and kind of make sure you're not really stepping on anyone's toes and just really being cognizant of your impact and worldview and how you move through the world with your business. An example of a company that didn't actually do this pretty well is Coca-Cola. According to laborrights.org, Coca-Cola is the leader in abuse of workers' rights, assassinations, water privatization, and worker discrimination. Just to show some of their stats, between 1989 and 2002, 8 union leaders from Coca-Cola bottle plants in Colombia were killed after protesting the company's practices. And then also in 2002, this proves that Coca-Cola is one of the most discriminatory companies against employers. And over 2,000 African American employees in the U.S. alone were sued the company for race-based disparities. So just in the year 2000, 2,000 African Americans sued Coca-Cola. So that just shows how if you're not being cognizant of how you're viewed in your home country and different countries across the world, you will be in violation of these rights. Thank you.